Well, welcome everyone to the chamber, to the Witches Chambers. My name is Anya. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome, my friends, to the Black Moon in the sign of Virgo. In other words, to the new moon in the sign of Virgo. We are just entering the Virgo season, my friend. Virgo is all about that hermity energy, about going within. It's all about spending time on your own. It's all about retracting. It is also all about retreating from the big energy of the Leo season that we have just been into. So I feel, my friends, listen, I feel a lot of things will be happening, but I feel like they will be happening on the inside. Certain situations, certain events will make you retreat, will make you to go within. Okay, there's also this energy, my friend, of letting flow and letting a situation go. Okay, something that you have been holding on to very dearly, to yourself, to your life, something that you have been paying attention to. I feel like you're going to be letting that go, my friend, because it's like you're going to receive a download of higher consciousness. I feel like you're going to understand something. You're going to be gaining a higher wisdom, that it's not about holding on, but it is about the flow of that situation that you have been very heavily thinking about, my friend. Because if you think about it, if you hold on to a particular situation very tightly, if you think about it very tightly, you are actually, my friend, preventing the energy from flowing. You are actually preventing from the energy, from the move of the energy, my friend, whether you realize it or not. And in order for something to start, for a spark, wow, to begin, you actually need to let it go and let it flow naturally, my friend. Okay, so this is what's going to be happening, my friend, in a nutshell. This energy, my friend, is also about cleansing, about purging what no longer is serving a purpose in your life, what's no longer meant to be in your life. This is that energy of letting go of the excess, of the energy of the too much, the energy of the Ten of Wands, right? If you have been carrying on too much on your back, whether that's physically or emotionally or mentally, I feel like you're going to be retreating. You're going to be spending more time on your own. I feel you're going to be surrendering a particular situation to the divine as well. There's also this energy, my friend, of seeing a bigger picture. And it's actually interesting because if you think about the new moon, if you think about the black moon, if you think about the energy of the Virgo, there's darkness, right? On a lot of hermity tarot cards, we see actually the hermit, right? The wise one, the elderly one, being in the darkness. Okay, this is someone who has a lot of wisdom, or someone who's gaining a lot of wisdom, but it's like still there's something in the dark about. Okay, there's no light. Okay, on some hermit cards we're seeing the hermit holding a lantern. On other cards we actually don't. Okay, depending on which deck we're looking at. Okay, so I feel, my friend, regardless of this energy, you're going to be seeing a better picture. So like you're going to understand, my friend, what something is all about, whether it has to do with your life in general, or whether it has to do with a particular situation, or whether has to do with you, okay, and where have you been, where you are, and where you need to go. And let me tell you, my friend, the energy that I've been picking up for you, and it's very strong. It is actually, I feel, my friend, first of all, I feel like you are going to be pushed, or I also feel like, or either you're going to be pushed, you're going to be literally pushed, faced with, I feel like for a lot of you this is very unexpected. It's like you're not expecting it, you're going to be pushed, or it's like you're going to be placed in a situation, my friend, where you are not familiar with. Okay, there's this energy of not being familiar, even though if you think about the Hermit energy, the Virgo energy, this is the wise one, but this is a situation that you're totally, for a lot of you, are not going to be familiar with. Wherever it happens to be for you, my friend, whether it has to do, let's say you're being asked to perform a particular task, your boss asks you to do something and you're totally not familiar with it, even though you have all this expertise, all this knowledge, with the Hermit energy being here, right? I feel like this is something that you're not going to be familiar with at all. It's like you're going to be very blind to this task, to what you need to do, how you need to do it. There's this energy of not being familiar with whatever you are about to do, wherever you're about to be placed in or at. Okay. For others of you, this can be an energy of you working with someone that you're not familiar with, a total stranger. For others of you, this can be even a relationship. Let's say up until now, you have only dated, people from your town, let's say, or people from your community, you know what I mean? Or you have been interacting with people from your community, and now it's like you're being placed out of the blue, out of a sudden, with an individual who is not part of your group, someone that you're not familiar with, maybe a stranger or maybe a foreigner even, that type of an energy. So there's a situation that you're going to be placed with, that you're not going to be familiar with. For others of you, you're going to be, I feel, placed in a situation, my friend, where you're going to have to maneuver in the dark. Okay, it's like you will not be having your lantern to guide you through this path, through this situation. You will not have this light, my friend. And you, my friend, as the Hermit, as the wise one, you will have to rely on your other senses to get you through this path, whatever it happens to be for you, my friend. This can also be a task, this can be a situation, this can be a project, whatever it happens to be for you, my friend. And I feel like it's going to be different for each and every one of you, but in a nutshell, that's the energy that I'm feeling. Not being familiar with something, with a situation, with something that you need to do, or you being completely blinded to where you're going, what you need to do, regardless if you are familiar with the situation or not. It's like you will not be able to see the light, okay? Right? And you will have to rely on other things besides your sight to guide you through this path, my friend. Wow. So anyhow, this was a little channeled message for you. I feel like I need to turn off this light here from the top. Okay, that's what I'm being guided to do. I'm also being guided to light up this candle here. So we're going to be, I'm going to be channeling through the candle, okay? What you need to know, my friend. There's an energy of beyond. For some of you, it's like you're going to be guided to light up something or to find your own light, my friend. Okay. There's an energy of performing some sort of an action. Okay. You might be waiting for someone or for something to light up your path. Okay. And I feel, my friend, like you are being guided to light up your own path. You are being guided to rely on your arms, relied on the tools that you may not necessarily see to light up this candle, metaphorically saying, light up this light. Okay, you are being asked to use tools. For some of you, you're going to be literally asked to use tools that you cannot see. Okay, yes, thank you, Spirit. See, look at the candle. And you're going to have to rely on the tools, work with them, even though you cannot actually see them. You'll be able to feel them. That's the thing. You will be able to feel them, but you will not be able to see them with your eyes. Okay. So it's like some sort of a task that you will have to do, that you'll have to perform. And it's like you're going to realize that you cannot wait. There's this energy of, if I don't do anything, if I don't make any move, I will be stuck forever in this darkness. So there's also this energy of you being, I want to say, forced or pushed internally to actually do something, work with the tools that you have, blindly work with them to light up a new life, a new path for yourself. Okay. I also feel, my friend, that whatever this task that you're about to do, whatever it is that you're about to do blindly, whatever it is that you're about to do that you're not familiar with, this is something new. This is a very, very new energy. A new project for some of you, a new job, a new relationship, a new task, a new way of being. I mean, I can go on and on and on. You get my point here. But there's an energy of newness, and you're being guided to rely on your senses, and you're being literally pushed to make a move. You might be feeling afraid. Yes, you may not see where you're going, my friend. It's like I'm hearing from Spirit, rely on other things besides your eyesight to walk through, to go through this path. Okay, but this is new. And I feel like the more tools you use, the more you use the tools that will be available to you, the more familiar you will become with them, and the more easier the path will be. For some of you, this has to do with education of some sort. It's like I'm picking up this energy of you starting a new course that you're not familiar with. You might be afraid, you may not know. I don't know anything about it. This is the energy of newness. And you might be currently very uncertain. How will I walk this path? Will I get it through it? For some of you, even it's a higher education that we're talking about, because this is, for some of you, this is a very short path. For others of you, this is very long. So you will know what that is, my friend. I feel like you have been building up. This energy has been building up for you. Okay. It's like whether you realize it or not, my friend, I feel like you have been preparing, or Spirit has been preparing you for this. Okay. Even though you will not see it coming, even though you will not be able to see through it, there's this energy of trusting, of having faith and having trust that whatever tool you use, and that the tools that you will be using will get you through, okay, will guide you through, and will help you to light this light, because this is a new beginning. This is, believe it or not, even though this is Virgo energy, this is new, this is very fiery, okay? This is also the energy, I want to say, of hope, okay? For some of you, this thing, whatever it happens to be, has to do with your wish fulfillment, my friend. It's something that you have been wishing for, but it's like you have been in the energy of maybe confusion, not knowing. For some of you, it's like you have been refraining from making a move, because you didn't know, you could not see your way through it, or it's like you could not see how you can manifest something. Okay, for some of you, my dog just started barking, has to do maybe with a friend of yours. Maybe you're going to be helping your friend, you know. Maybe you're going to be calling your friends, you know, asking them for advice, how I can move through this. What is your advice? What tools should I use? That type of an energy as well. You already may have a dog, my friend. Maybe it has to do with purchasing a dog, you know. Wow. And I feel like you will have a friend, my friend, along your path through this darkness, I want to say, through this black moon. Okay. It's like, even though you may not be able to see them, they will be right beside you, guiding you, you know, whether that's your angels, your ancestors, spirit guides, you know. So you will not be alone, even though seriously you will not be able to see them for, you know, for a lot of you. There's also, my friend, I'm picking up the energy of an ego. Do not let ego get the best of you, okay? Because I feel, my friend, that you will complete this path. You will complete this task. You will complete the unknown, I want to say. You are going to complete this walk, whatever it happens to be for you. And I feel like you're going to complete it with flying colors. As a result of that, my friend, you might feel very prideful, a lot in your power, because you have done something, first of all, that you have never done before, and second of all, you have completed the task, the thing with flying colors. As a result of that, your ego may get in the way. It's like, I am the best, I can do anything, my friend. Okay? There's a need for humbleness. Yes, you are great. Yes, you will accomplish it. Yes, you're going to do the impossible for some of you. But release your ego, okay? Do not be very prideful, you know. Because with the energy of ego comes a lot of baggage, and you don't want to accumulate or start accumulating a lot of baggage that you have previously removed. Or you don't want to accumulate new baggage, right? New wands, you know. You don't want to carry more wands on your back, you know. They are not meant for you anyways, you know what I mean? For some of you, I'm picking up this energy, you will be relying a lot on your emotions. And I'm hearing it's more than that. It's more than your emotions. It's beyond. It's like you're being asked to, for some of you, to overcome your emotions. Because as a result, when you, of that energy, of this energy of not being familiar with the task that you're about to do, there comes this energy of you may be feeling overwhelmed. You might be feeling very scared. You might be feeling very emotional. You are being asked, my friend, to overcome that emotion. Okay? It's more, it's like rely on your other senses besides emotion to get you through it. Okay? Especially when you're feeling a lot of fear, especially when you're feeling a lot of anxiety, when you're feeling a lot of anxious energy, you know, whatever negative name you want to put on it, you know, whether you feel very uncomfortable, that's the word I'm looking for, uncomfortable, you know, there's more to it. Rely on your other tools, on your other senses to walk you through this energy, my friend. It's important to remain calm. It's important to remain stable. Okay. And trust. Have your focus on I want to say, the outcome. in a positive way. Okay, think of the outcome in a positive way, as if it has already ended in a positive way, as if it has already ended in a positive note. And that's what's going to help you to move along, continue on this journey. Okay, do not stop, my friend. Do not wait for the light to come on, because if you do, you're going to be unpleasantly surprised. Okay, because there will be no light. Okay, you have to be the one to create that light. Unless you do something about it, you will not see the light. Okay, so that's this energy, my friend. But it's like, be focused on the outcome, be focused on the path ahead, even though you may not see it, you know, even though you may not have the clarity, even though you may have your blindfold on, you know. Trust, have faith that you will have this blindfold removed from your eyes when you reach your destination. I feel whatever this is, my friend, this is a process. This is a path. This is a new energy, an energy that you're not familiar with, my friend. Okay. And you're not alone, my friend, on this path, I want to say. You are not alone. There are other individuals on the same path. This is collective energy. You will be getting glimpses and pictures of your next steps. It's like you're going to be guided by signs, I want to say. You're going to be seeing signs. Okay, so rely on your intuition to read those signs I'm hearing, okay? It's like you're going to be seeing signs as you go along. That's going to help you, guide you, but these signs will not be light, okay? There's something else, my friend, that you're going to be guided, and you're going to be and you're going to be seeing signs, okay? There's also this energy of reflection, signs being reflected onto you, my friend. So rely on the reflective signs I'm hearing from Spirit. The signs that are being reflected onto you and how it is that you're feeling. How will you know that you're moving towards the end? How you're moving towards, how you're making the right move or the right journey or the right step? How you will know it? Because it's like you're going to see the signs reflected onto you, and these signs will, it's like you're going to feel positive, okay? And again, there's this something relying on your feelings. You're going to feel positive, I want to say. You're going to feel positive, and you're going to feel a lot of urge to move forward. That's how you will know that you're actually moving towards the end goal, right? Towards the light, my friend. Because the ultimate goal, if you think about it, is the light. So that's how you will know. For some of you, the image may be very distorted. Okay, distorted. What you may be looking at may not be clear, but again, trust your intuition and trust how it is that you're feeling about what you're seeing. Okay, now I feel like this is very deep energy that we're tapping into. It's like you're going to understand the bigger picture of this task. You're going to understand the bigger picture of this journey, my friend. Because there's more to it than meets the eye. There's more that you cannot see. Okay, there's more. It's like, if you think about it, my friend, your eyes are limited to the amount of light that you can see. Your eyesight is very limited. That's scientifically proven, okay? Your eyesight is very limited. There's more to this world. There's more to the energy around you that you're not seeing, okay? You're not using, it's like your eyesight is not using all its senses, I want to say, you know? It's like your vision, and has been proven scientifically, is blocked, okay? That's why, my friend, this is it's beyond the eyesight. That's why this is something great that you're about to do, my friend. And you're being asked to rely on your taste, your smell, your touch, your feeling, and not your eyesight, because your eyesight, my friend, is blocked. You only see partial reality, which may not be reality at all to begin with, okay? And I feel like it's of a significance, and Spirit's brought me this for a reason. Spirit has brought me here, you for a reason. Spirit has brought you to this point for a reason. That there's more. And even if you were to use your eyesight, you will not be able to see it. So it's like you're being asked, my friend, to let go of your limitations, or limitations when it comes to that task, when it comes to that energy. All right? Whether you're familiar with it or not, whether you're in the dark about it, or whether you're not familiar with it, whatever the situation is for you, my friend. There's a wisdom here. There's something that you need to learn. This is a lesson, my friend. This is like the next step. It's a lesson for you, so that you can come out to the other side. And that's why this energy of the ego comes through, like you're going to feel wonderful because you're about to do something that you are not familiar with, that you don't know about, And for a lot of you, this is something unique, which a lot of people, whatever it is that you happen to do, not a lot of people may be familiar with it. Not a lot of people may have done it. That type of an energy, my friend. Wow, let's get into your cards. And the knowledge, my friend, that you're about to gain out of this, it's like you cannot erase it from your life. You cannot erase it from your soul. Okay, that's also what I'm hearing. Wow. So let me finally turn on the light. Okay. Let's see. One moment. I feel instead of a crystal, we're going to be using a deck. Deck number 1 for pile number 1. Okay. So select your deck, my friend. Deck number 1 and deck number 2. To give you your individual messages. Deck number 2. Deck 1, deck 2. Okay. Let me shuffle your decks, my friend. Let me shuffle your decks. It has to do with a murky water for some of you. It's like, whatever the situation is, it's like you're going to feel like you have been thrown in a murky water. Okay. Water is all about emotions, about feelings. And you'll have to maneuver through those feelings, through that situation, very emotional situation, towards, or until, should I say, you reach the clarity. So I hope you guys have made your selection. If need be, then pause the video. Okay, look at the text again. So Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 1 for this black moon in the sign of Virgo? Slow walking. There's something about slow walking and walking cautiously. So it's like it's advisable for you to walk through it slowly and cautiously. Okay? Do not run through this dark energy, for the unknown, something that the thing that you're not familiar with. Okay? Let's see. Let's see, my friend. I told you new beginning. That's the energy I was picking up. We have the Ace of Wands. That's the energy that I was mentioning, my friend. You have a new beginning. You're going to be, for a lot of you, that has to do with something that you're very passionate about. Okay? Something that you're very passionate about, but you have no knowledge of. Okay? For a lot of you, this is that energy. Whether it has to do with a new project, a new task, a new creative idea. Okay? This is that energy. You might be a Capricorn. You might be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay? It's like you're going to get that fire up energy, you know. And again, this is the energy of you completing something with flying colors. I'm seeing these look like chains, you know. They're hanging from this cross. It looks like a cross. You might currently be at a crossroads whether or not to actually embark, whether to actually take on this task or this project. And it's understandable, yeah, why you may feel at a crossroads. We're seeing a cross here. Well, it's because of your fear, because of you're not being familiar with that task or with that project that you're passionate about. You know, you might get this energy, this feeling, oh, I'm not too sure. Should I embark on it? Should I not? You know, but I feel like you're going to be very fired up, and I feel like your fire is what's going to win ultimately, and what's going to literally push you to walk through this dark energy, and it's what's going to push you to graduate, what's going to push you to gain the wisdom and the knowledge that you need pertaining to that beginning, pertaining to that task. Okay. Wow, let's see what else. It's like the energy of graduation. I have overcome, and there's a lot of pride here, and that's the pride energy that was picking up in your main reading, my friend. The star. You're finally seeing the star. I cannot make this up, my friend. Right? The Hermit carries a star in its lantern. It's like you have overcome the dragon. You will overcome the dragon, my friend. This is your wish come true. Whatever this is, you have been passionate about it, but it's like you have not been seeing the light. The star has been missing from the lantern, right? You have been at a crossroads. Well, now, my friend, you're having a wish come true. You're having a new beginning, my friend. Okay? But it's something that you have always wanted. And what's interesting, you're overcoming this monster, this fear of yours. Okay? We're seeing turbulent waters behind this individual. Okay? It's like you're conquering, you're overcoming the turbulent waters. Okay? Let's see what else, my friend. You might be an Aquarius. For some of you, it has to do with a connection. It has to do with your stability. You might have been conflicted, my friend. Seriously. For a lot of you, you have been conflicted whether or not, or you will be conflicted. Let's just put it that way, because I feel like not everyone is on the same timeline here. But ultimately, I feel like your passion and your drive, it's what's going to win here. Okay? And what's going to allow you to get your wish. You know. For others of you, it's a connection. Okay? A connection that you have been wishing about. A connection that you have never been in. Okay? And you might have been at a crossroad. Well, I want this such a connection with such and such person, or whoever you have been imagining, envisioning for yourself. But I feel like the drive and the passion is going to win either way. There's a lot of fire here. You might be dealing with an Aquarius. You might be an Aquarius, okay? Virgo dealing with an Aquarius or vice versa. Doesn't have to be the case. But you have a new beginning when it comes to a home situation. You have a new beginning when it comes to, for a lot of you, this is a home situation, a relationship, stability, stable relationship, a connection. Okay. For others of you, it has to do with schooling, with higher education. Okay, you're going to be taking some sort of a course online, or it's like you're going to be, you know, attending classes. You're going to be, you know, maybe going to college, you know, that type of an energy with the Page of Swords being here. Or it's like you're going to be reading a book about a topic, about a thing that you're not familiar with, but it's like it has always been a wish of yours, you know, to do or to study this or to educate yourself about such and such. Okay. It will not be your wish anymore, because actually you're going to be moving through that. You're going to be taking action. You're going to be watching, you know, maybe online, you're taking course, you know, or it's like you have been watching a person online. For some of you, this is a connection. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius, or they have been watching you all this time and you are not seeing them because you're in the dark, right? They have been in the dark. You could not see them. But the energy, their energy has been with you all this time, my friend. Right? Exactly. Page of Swords energy. I cannot make this up. You will have a reason to celebrate, my friend. You have two energies of celebration, of graduation, of completing the task successfully. Right? It's like you will be relying on your other senses, on the sense of touch here. There's an energy of touch here. There's an energy of voice, okay, here. There's an energy of guidance with the star being here. There's also this energy of healing. There's emotional fulfillment coming, and there's graduation, there's a celebration. There's an energy of completion with the Ten of Cups being here. For a lot of you, I feel like it has to do with a connection with a family, okay? Let's see what else. Wheel of Fortune. It's destiny, my friend. It's destiny for you to learn. It is a destiny for you to be in this connection that you have been wishing for, that you have been in the dark about. It's destiny, my friend, with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're going to be on the move. You might be a Sagittarius with the Wheel of Fortune, my friend. But it's that wheel of life, right? The Maiden, the Mother, the Crone. It's about cycles as well, you know. You're entering a certain cycle that is destiny. That will happen regardless, you know, sooner or later, you know. This is that energy. And I feel like what's going to make you move, what's going to make this wheel move is the passion, you know. It's the drive. Whether you realize it or not, my friend, this is destined to happen. This is luck as well. The fortune. You may not be feeling fortunate right now, my friend. You might be feeling at a crossroads, or about to be. But this is a very fortunate turn of events, I want to say. Whether you're familiar with the situation or not, my friend. Whether you can see through it or not. That's not the point. The point is it is destiny. And it's literally, it's like your lucky break, I want to say. Wow, thank you. Deck number 1. Let's move on to deck number 2. Spirit, for pile number 2, what do you have to say? What does pile number 2 need to know right now at this moment as we're entering the black moon in the sign of Virgo? What does pile number 2 need to know? Please and thank you. Pile number 2. A lot of you, it's like it's going to feel like you're sleeping, like nothing may be happening. For a lot of you, I feel like this energy is happening on the inside for a lot of you, I feel. It's happening on the inside, and it's very deep, I want to say. It's a very, very deep energy. For some of you, this path may happen during a dream state. It's very mystical, I want to say, this energy that I'm picking up for you. It has to do with internal ascension, with soul's ascension. Pile number 1, I feel like it's more on the physical level, dealing with a physical task. Here is more what is happening on the inside. Let's see. You might be on the fence about something, my friend. Okay. You may have been feeling very unstable, or you will be feeling very unstable as you walk through it. Okay. Let's see. Very unstable energy. We see the Hangman here. Okay. You may be feeling like nothing is moving, but this movement of the Hermit energy through this path, through this, is happening. It's actually happening on the inside. It has to do, my friend, this is happening as a result for you to become unstuck from a situation. This is happening as a result of you, so that you can get a different perspective on your life, on yourself, on some sort of a situation. And let me tell you, you might be feeling unstable. This is the energy that I was mentioning, right? Prior to looking at your card, and we're seeing a Hangman here. This person is unstable, right? They're walking very thin line. But what this person doesn't know, what this energy is not familiar with, that there's another energy who's going to catch it in case it falls. Okay, so there's an energy of protection. For some of you, literally, you have been stuck in a web that you may be having difficulty getting out of, whatever this web is for you. This energy of you're not seeing the light, you're being in the dark, my friend, is happening as a result so that you can gain a different perspective, so you can look at the situation from a different perspective. You might be a Pisces, you might be dealing with a Pisces. There's stuck energy, my friend, and this stuck energy needs to become unstuck. But in order for this energy to become unstuck, you need to gain a different perspective. You need to gain more knowledge as to this different perspective, okay? 5 of Wands. You might be very conflicted currently. You might be dealing with a lot of negative energy, with the Wolves being here trying to get to her. You are safe, my friend. There's an energy of safeness. This tree is keeping her safe here. This web is right below her. It's keeping her safe. There has to do with safety of some sort. You may be feeling unsafe, my friend, whether in your emotions or inside yourself, something that you're not safe with. Okay, that's why it's happening, my friend, I want to say. Something to do with your safety. You might be feeling unsafe, but you're actually safe. Okay? And for some of you, it's like you might be conflicted. It's like, I don't feel safe. You might tell me, Anya, I don't feel safe. I cannot see. You know, I am completely blind. And I feel specifically for you, it's like is like another reason why this is happening. You need to rely on your other senses. okay? To walk through this path, I want to say, okay? Something from your past, my friend, has something to do with your past. I feel like you have been in this stuck energy for quite some time. Something, for others of you, something has happened to you in your childhood, in the past. Something that has been literally blocking you from feeling safe in whichever way, shape, or form. Okay? And it's like you're being literally pushed by spirit to do something differently, to think in different terms. Do not feel or think that other energies are out there to get you. Okay? They cannot get you unless you allow them to get you, my friend. Okay? However that applies to you. And you get my point here. It has to do with your, for some of you, it has to do with your change of your own thinking. Trust that you are safe, my friend, and you will be saved. Okay? But something indeed I feel like has happened in the past. Maybe in childhood, where you have felt unsafe, where you have felt judged, where you have felt that you only, that there are only enemies around me. That type of an energy, my friend. This is stemming from a very deep-rooted fear, I want to say, from a deep-rooted belief system for others of you. And this path, my friend, is meant to teach you or show you that there's a different way, that there's a different path, that there's a different way of looking at things. Yeah, it has to do with you overcoming the devil, overcoming your fear, my friend, with the strength being here. It has to do with you overcoming something that has begun in your childhood, that has been conditioned by your childhood, okay? There's also this energy of you. It's going to teach you how much power you have. It's going to teach you that you can actually, it's going to show you and teach you how powerful you are and how much strength you have. How much resilience you have, my friend, because I feel whoever you are, you're thinking like, no, I cannot do it. I am too afraid. Other people will get me, I am not enough, There's something about overcoming the devil, okay, here. And you standing in your power with the Queen of Wands, my friend. You're realizing your own strength and your power, my friend. That's what it's all about. And during your path, I feel like, my friend, you need to, first of all, trust. There's this energy of trust being here. You need to trust yourself and you need to trust your action and your movements. Do not think in terms of, oh, the next step that I will take, I'm only going to fall. There will be an obstacle. No, my friend. No. Here, it's like you have to have faith and trust that you will be caught no matter what. And that is in case you fall. That's what I'm getting at here. And you need to rely on your strength and your determination and your actions here. And your voice. Okay, as well. You're overcoming the dragon. You're slaying the dragon. And what's interesting, in pile number 1, there was also an image of a dragon right, fighting the dragon, and here it's like this King of Swords is literally slay the dragon. You're going to slay a dragon, my friend, and I feel like this is a collective message. Okay, this is what it's all about. This energy, my friend, of not seeing, of being in the dark, of knowing how to do something. You're going to slay the dragon. It's like victory is yours, my friend. Okay. You're overcoming your fear, whether that's a fear of public speaking, saying what you mean, saying what you should say, facing your demons, facing your enemies, or whether it just has to do with you are, learning and gaining confidence, But there's a lesson in this path with the black moon in the sign of Virgo, my friend. And it's a lesson, my friend, that's going to allow you to see a situation in your life from a different perspective. It's going to allow you to show how much strength you have, how powerful you are, how resilient you are. For some of you, it has to do with your confidence, you know, you're coming out and you're shining, you know, instead of being tucked in, you know, instead of being always afraid. Maybe you have been afraid of public speaking, my friend. Well, guess what? You're about to be shocked and surprised, my friend. Because not only are you going to be a great public speaker, but you're going to find out that you're very good at it. I don't know who needs to hear this message. That's what came through. All right. Thank you so much. Pile number 2. This was your message. This is what you needed to hear. I'm sending you guys peace, love, and abundance. All the best. Health and wealth. And I'm going to talk to you guys very soon. Thank you so much, and happy new black moon in the sign of Virgo. Take care, everyone, and bye.